Hello and welcome. Recently, the city of Myrtle Beach posted several photos on their Facebook page that consisted of imagery from the 40s that I thought was very interesting and I wanted to utilize in a then and now style video. The photos are part of their photos of the week, and in this week's edition, which was several weeks back, they were photos from the 1940s, May 28th, 1942 to be exact, of aerial photos of a Memorial Day parade. Now, this parade went down Main Street, Kings Highway, and 9th Avenue North until it intersected Ocean Boulevard. Now, if you're familiar with the area, these roads may sound familiar because this is literally the perimeter of what was the Pavilion. So in these photos, you're going to see a very old block of the city prior to what most of us watching this video remember the city looking like. There's not going to be a theme park. There's going to be hotels and residences. But there is one thing in these photos that still resides today that we're going to use as a landmark throughout this then and now experiment. And that is the Methodist Church. And there's actually another landmark, the train depot. So let's go ahead and dive in. Remember this steeple of the Methodist Church. It's a really good landmark when trying to wayfind around these images. And here is the city block that was the Pavilion. Very drastic change. Now we're going to do this with all the photos that we saw earlier in this video. So let's fade this away and move on to the next. Obviously, a view from the east, ocean, facing the Pavilion block. There's the Methodist Church, remember, that's a good landmark. That Pavilion block that we keep referring to adjacent to 9th Avenue. Keep an eye on this one because it changes drastically in this photo. And when I mean drastically, I mean it turns into nothing. Vacant lot. Of the photos that were posted, I think this one may be my favorite. You can see the Carolina Motel on the corner of 8th Avenue and Ocean Boulevard, and you can also see the parade. Panning over toward 9th Avenue, you can see there are fair-style rides on the ocean side of the block, ocean side of Ocean Boulevard. So the fair theme does continue in this area as it progresses, and we see the Pavilion Amusement Park come to be just on the other side of the street of those fair rides. Now, when we transition to what it looks like today, same story as that last photo. It is all gone. Now, those fair rides that were in the bottom corner of this image are now volleyball courts. And then back to our parade photo, which again, this is one of my favorite of the batch. Going completely 180 on you. Now we're on the west side looking eastward towards the ocean. That white fuzz in the top of the screen is the ocean. So we're gonna bring in the current imagery. You can see there's that Pavilion block that we keep focusing on. And there's something interesting about this perspective is in the bottom of the screen is the train depot right there. This building still exists today. There it is. Okay, I'm gonna have to have a shameless plug here. A while back, I did a video on the train depot where I took multiple angles of this building and blended them in with really old photos of the building when it was operational. That video really didn't get a lot of views, so I'm just gonna go ahead and mention it here and put a link down in the bottom in the description so that if you are interested in these kind of videos, which truth be told, these are my favorite style to make. So if you didn't see that train depot video, go check it out. I think it's a really good one. Here's another really good photo that depicts 9th Avenue with the parade traversing down the road. To the left would be the pavilion, to the right would be that parking structure for what was the pavilion. So let's transition this into what it looks like today, and you're gonna see a story being told here. What was a strip of residences and what appeared to be small boutique style hotels is nowadays, t-shirt shops, Ripley's Haunted House, this string of strictly commercial structures which weren't there previously. I just think that's a very interesting juxtapose. Now, moving on to another obtuse angle, if you will. This is further up the coast, looking southwest toward what we keep referring to as this pavilion block. Now, as we transition into today's image, you can see the parking structure kind of dominates the image, but it does give you a good look at that primary strip of Ocean Boulevard with the Gay Dolphin and the Ripley's attractions. And if you look in the upper right corner, you can see that Methodist church. Good landmark for trying to figure out your orientation in these photos. This one is looking from the west down 9th Avenue North, witnessing the parade as it passes by this large hotel on the right, which that location, that driveway to that hotel was the original entrance to the pavilion. And if you look to the end of 9th Avenue, there is the ocean. Here is another good angle of the parade. This is from the northeast side, looking toward the Methodist Church there on the right, and 9th Avenue heading to the bottom left of the screen. You can see all the cars parked along 9th Avenue and the individuals walking down the street. Again, May 28th, 1942. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video and check out this then and now experiment with these photos from 1942 of the Memorial Day parade here in downtown Myrtle Beach. Let me know down below in the comments or with a like if you enjoyed this video and if you like these kind of videos. Because truth be told, these are the kind of videos I actually enjoy making the most. I really dig the concept of before and after, then and now, a juxtapose of changes in such a dynamic town such as Myrtle Beach, where from year to year, you never know what you're going to see. We are always in flux here, and that's exciting, to say the least. I'll leave you with this photo, which, as I said, I think it's my favorite one of the bunch. And I'll say to you all, take it easy.